So hi there, my name's Dirk and this is the third part of my trip on the Camino del Norte. You might have seen the other two parts before, and if not you should do so because that's actually the third one now. I started like 2 years ago and I was traveling through the Basque Country. Last year I traveled through Asturias, and this time I've got like another 12 days, which means 10 days walking. So I bet that this time I will definitely reach Santiago de Compostela. So what I'm doing now is just 2 days before I'm leaving from Hamburg. I'm just packing my things and get my stuff together. So I'm pretty excited again. I'm happy to get back on the way again. And well, it's a pity the weather seems to be quite bad the next few days, so hopefully it's getting better. See you on the road. My backpack, as you can see, there's still pretty much room left, but don't worry, I'm going to pack it as full as I can because I tend to take lots of technical stuff with me to do the video and well, to do some blogging from the ways. So that's me now finally in my hotel room in Oviedo. I traveled the whole day, got up at 7 o'clock, took the flight from Hamburg to Madrid, then took the 6-hour bus ride to Oviedo. So I came here at 9:15 and then went over to a Mexican food restaurant and had a drink and a giant burrito, and now I'm ready for bed. It's 11:10 now and I have to get up very early tomorrow because I have to catch another train which is going to Avilés. That's what I thought about where to start, because although I've been there last year already, but it seems to me that this is perfect regarding my timetable. So see you tomorrow on the road. So these are my first steps on the Camino in 2019. It's raining. I knew that before because I saw the weather forecast. It's not looking too good really the next 1 or 2 days. And I'm now heading for the train station to take another 40 minutes ride to Avilés. It's my first sign on the Camino del Norte on my trip this year. I'm in Avilés. It just stopped raining, so it's gonna be a great day. Because although I've been here before, I can't recognize anything. I just made a short stop for a coffee break, and weather has improved, so I hope there won't be any more rain today. Well, all this seems pretty new to me. I think last year I just took another track. I can't remember really, but I tried to walk along the coast as much as I could. So this time I take the straight way, but it's still nice, so not too muddy anymore. And I did a reservation in a place called Muros de Nalón. There's a quite interesting albergue which you might see later on, and I passed by it last year, and I thought, well, could have been a nice place, but I had to walk on, so this time I'm going to stay there. see Soto del Baco, and that's not far from where I stay for the night. I stay in a small little town called Miraz de Nelon. It's about 20 kilometers, not more, but I'm all wet, so I think it's a perfect stop for today. Sunday morning already. I'm starting in Miraz in Alon, and I have to walk to the train station because I have to take the train for like 10-15 kilometers to be right on time to make the stage to Luarca today. And well, I stayed in albergue called something with Naranja. You can't miss it. When you get inside Miraz, you will see it. It's really great. I can recommend it. A nice little thing. Costs like 10 euros and feels like living in his own personal living room. So that's an all-time classic, right? Waiting at a train station on a Sunday morning, no one here, you can ask nobody. But anyway, I hope I have the right ticket now because it's pretty complicated with the machines out there. I had to click like 25 pages before I found the right ticket, probably. So what now? I have to find the right platform. There are only two. But if the train comes, I have no idea which one.
Próxima parada. Soto de Vilela.
See, I've just put out my sunglasses, and this means the weather is fantastic. After all that rain yesterday, I'm pretty excited now. And I'm in Soto de Luna, which took me a 10-minute train ride from Miraz de Nelon. I have to walk 35 kilometers today, so I have to hurry a bit because it's 9:30 already, and I haven't had any coffee, so I need a short break, and then let's see what happens today. Das nenne ich mal einen Urwald mit Bambus Meter hoch. So I reached the coast. It's called Playa de Silencio. It's not too quiet after all. I think it's the only smart part of coast I will see today. But still, it looks gorgeous. Just passed through Cadavedo, which seems to be a place where many people stay, and I stayed there on my last trip last year. And yeah, I'm moving on to go to Luarca, which is another 15 kilometers. Pretty late, it's 3:30. So I will be there at about 7, 6:30. Yeah, I feel pretty tired today. Don't know why, because the weather was fine, but all these ups and downs have been very hard. This is Luarca, back to where my trip ended last year. It's been a hard day, hard stage, but at last I've made it. So I decided to take a hotel. It's not too far. I'm too tired to stay together with 22 other pilgrims. So, slept well in this great hotel room. And well, I will start today from Luarca. Weather seems fine. My goal for the day is to reach Franco. It's about 30 kilometers. I should do it easily, and it's 8:45, so no, it's 7:45, so I've got plenty of time. You find places like this again and again on the Camino, and this is well, seems to be an old church from the 10th century. So that's Porches, probably the only restaurant in El Franco. Very cheap, but not too good, really. But give it a try anyway, because you have no other chance. From El Franco, there's this place where you can decide which way to go. Go to the left if you want to stay on the traditional Camino, but you can go to the right, which is Tapia, and that one will lead you to the coast. So I will try that one. Look how gorgeous this is. It's a great coast. I've just put out my drone to make some short videos on it. It's fantastic. Nobody here except me. That's really cool. So that's Ribadeo, where I probably will stay today. Crossing the bridge. My guide says better take the right one, or the right side. Well, I took the left to have a better view. If you're scared of bridges, take another Camino. That's pretty interesting to walk over here. Well, I'm not scared of bridges, but you might be. So it's very windy, chilly here. Galicia, and you always have to be careful about the concha, because in Galicia it just turns around to show you the way. In Asturias I would have to walk that way, but in Galicia it means I would have to walk that way. So take care.
Okay.
Sascha, bist du?
Wir müssen jetzt 2,5 Sekunden so tun als...
Schön lächeln.
So I'm leaving this albergue in Vilela. Is the place after Ribadeo. Can recommend it. It's a great place with a restaurant just around it. Still no coffee yet. So that's the town called Luarca. Some people seem to stay here, but I won't. I have to walk like 9 kilometers straight up the hill. So it's the last like 3.5 kilometers to Mondonedo. It's been mostly uphill today. but quite nice. The stage is great, lots of woods and eucalyptus forest, paths like this one. So take me another half an hour until I arrive in Mondonedo to have my 30-kilometer stage ready for today. Meine Posse für den heutigen Abend. Danke. We're starting off in Mondonedo. I'm together with a group of German pilgrims, and today is going to be very hot. But it isn't really sunny, so no great views at all. But some horses.
Ja, endlich habe ich den Durchbruch geschafft. Jetzt.
Endlich.
Endlich auf der Bühne, live in Farbe und in Schwarz-Weiß, vom Jakobsweg, so lange. 600 Kilometer habe ich laufen müssen, um jetzt endlich mal von jemandem hier interviewt zu werden. Und ja, am Schluss wird sowieso die Tonspur, weißt du, da kommt dann Musik drüber.
Kommt Musik drüber. Kannst du dich drauf verlassen.
Kein amerikanisches Gedudel.
Oh, Achtung, so zwischendurch. Ja, ich weiß nicht,
Na Sascha, alles fit im Schritt? So this is my recommendation for you. From the Camino, there's just a sign saying bar 100 meters. Oh no, it's not bar. Just a cup of coffee shown to the left and saying 100 meters. Take that one if you like tortilla, because they probably have the best tortilla on the Camino Santiago. It's really, really nice.
Oder was meinst du?
Thursday. I'm walking on my own again now. Well, the last 2-3 days I've been walking with a German group of pilgrims, and now it seems like more and more we have to split up because they will probably stay in Barmonde. I will have to move on. So I just crossed Barmonde, said goodbye to some more pilgrims, and ready to walk another like 15 kilometers. But it's 5:30 and I'm still on the road. Still waiting for Miraz to appear. Should be another like 2.5 kilometers, I think. And that would make 34 kilometers today. There was literally no one on the road anymore since Barmonde. Haven't seen anybody. Anyway, it was a great stage up to now, but I've got enough for today, so I'm really looking forward to be in Miraz in a few minutes. That's where I stayed the night. It's Sobreido. Yeah, it's quite nice, pretty new one. And about like 20-30 people here. From here I will start now to Sobreido dos Monxes, which is only 25-26 kilometers away. So it's going to be an easy day today. But well, let's see what happens. Maybe I'll walk even further. I don't know yet. So that's more or less the highest point on the Camino del Norte. It's not too high after all, but anyway, what is more interesting is that this is the point where some pilgrims from the Camino Primitivo join your way. Not all of them, but some do. So that's the monastery of Sobreido dos Monxes, and you can see they probably dress up for the Holy Year in 2021. Looks more like a London skyscraper, but anyway, this part looks really cool. I'm just leaving Sobreido dos Monxes. The plan for today is to walk as far as I can to get close to Santiago, because I don't want to be in Santiago too late tomorrow. The night was okay. Bad air in that place, in that monastery. And yesterday in the evening, we were able to see, ceremony or something with monks singing. And one of our fellow pilgrims, he just fainted. But he was right after that, so we all went to dinner together. And the highlight of the early morning was that someone just had a fucking melody on his smartphone for a wake-up sound, but he didn't wake up, so that lasted half an hour. So don't do that. But it seems to me that I've taken the wrong track, which is a more direct stage to Pedrouzo. I didn't intend to take that one because it's mostly on the road, but anyway, now I'm here, I won't go back. So that means that I probably skipped Azur, I'm not sure yet. Come to my very own, very private Camino. I just left the officially marked Camino. I'm trying to correct my mistake from before. It's not too easy, really, because it would cost me many extra miles to go to Azur, so I skipped that. And I try with Google Maps to find my way to Salceda, which would lead me to the official path again. One of the most annoying places on the Camino, this advert for the Porta de Santiago albergue. But the albergue is good anyway, so don't feel offended. So these are the last few kilometers to Pedrouzo. I've joined the French way. Lots of other pilgrims are around me, in the back, in front. That's Pedrouzo, and this one is the ruin of the albergue, which should have been built like years ago. I remember that on my first Camino, like 15 years ago, it already looked like that. Well, what they did is they built a new road, and lots of parking spaces. It seems what they need here is really parking spaces. And they have a new sidewalk. Ooh, fancy. Anyway, there's probably no need to rebuild this public albergue because there's so many private ones around here. But, well, maybe they should just rig it up. So they've been working hard, but they didn't manage to make it a nice city after all. So last day, starting off from Pedrouzo a bit earlier than before because I want to reach Santiago around 12 o'clock. Nice one, because only a few kilometers before I walk into Santiago, the sun's coming up again and the rain stopped. Just for me, probably.
dalle superiori lì si chiama una bocciata, la mia prof di biologia.
Now, it's been 3 years, 823 kilometers, and now that's it. I finished my Camino del Norte in Santiago de Compostela, and it has been a great trip. I've met really amazing people. I've had overwhelming experiences, and it was a perfect Camino to me. The only question is, what's next? I don't know yet, but maybe I go for the French ways next year. Maybe I go for the Portuguese, I don't know yet, but I think there's a lot to come, so stay tuned.